Alright, round one. I think we're going to keep this because we can at the very least cast the turn 4 Coastal Discovery. Yeah. We're on the draw. I think we're going to keep this. I'm not in love with this hand because we don't have red mana, but I don't know if I exactly want to mulligan hands like this either. I'm not sure that's... Oh, that was a good draw. Well, black-red with no 2-drop. I guess that's good news for us. Another blue mana. All right. Not sure if we're going to be Coastal Discoverying just yet. Flare Drone. Yeah, it's pretty good. At least it's just target opponent loses life. Alright, there's our red mana. So, guess we just play Invoker and pass. If I'd waited a turn, I could have gone Invoker plus Salvo, but that's okay. Now I kind of want to get the full activation of Coastal Discovery. We can hard cast Boulder Salvo next turn anyway, so seems fine to me. We have Spark Mage's Gambit out of board to deal with that, as well as double Reality Hemorrhage. Nettle Drone. So we lose another life. I think we're still going to Boulder Salvo the Flare, and we're probably going to offer up our Invoker. Well, that's nice. So I guess I could go Coastal Discovery plus Containment Membrane. I'm not in love with that, though. I'd rather just Boulder Salvo, I think. And leave back the Invoker to block the Nettle Drone. I think we're going to do that. Because then next turn I can Coastal Discovery, full value, get a blocker. Maybe he attacks with the Nettle Drone and has a trick, and then I can Containment Membrane instead of Coastal Discovery. Possibly do both. All right. But he's probably going to attack and then untap is my guess. And actually, Containment Membrane's not good on Nettle Drone anyway, because he can just untap with colorless spells, so... Infiltrator seems good. All right. Well, let's go Infiltrator pass. That way, next turn I can cast Coastal Discovery and leave up my 4/4 untapped. This just kind of prevents me from taking too much damage. He forgot to use Nettle Drone there, so I guess that's good news for us. Wow, multiple Flare Drones. That's pretty impressive. Infiltrator's looking good, though. Okay, so we go land, Coastal Discovery. Infiltrator number 2. All right, gonna have to chill. Still digging pretty deep for that. I mean, I could Containment Membrane the Nettle Drone, but as soon as he top decks colorless spells, he gets to untap it. It might still be something I have to do, but we'll wait until next turn. I'd rather get the reality hemorrhage, but we might not get the opportunity. Okay, slide runner. It's not bad. Dwar Isle Avenger. All right, so we can cast Infiltrator, Membrane. Yeah, if he had Colorless, I think he would have cast it there. We're still going to cast Membrane here, just because it forces him to play Colorless to untap, which I don't think is going to be difficult for his deck, but I think it's the right play anyway. We got to sort of minimize damage here. So let's go Infiltrator. Avenger. Membrane. Guess I could have attacked with the 4/4 first. Might have actually made sense. If I attack with 4/4 now, he can... Well, he can't really block well. He could block Culling Drone and Slide Runner. Alright. I think I just screwed up the Containment Membrane, but I'm going to attack anyway. So I should have waited on that. Containment Membrane wasn't great on this board anyway, because we're kind of clogged up as it is. But it was still an incorrect play. For some reason, I didn't think about whether or not I was going to be attacking with my 4/4. I kind of figured I was going to let the 4/4 hang back. But this seems fine. Vestige is a good draw. Let's get in for 7. I mean, he's got to do something pretty spicy here. Not to say he can't, but I mean, we've got some good attackers. Yeah. All right, so he does have 5 power first strike now. Remorseless Punishment. So I'll sack a creature. We don't need the crawler anymore. And then lose 5 or sack another creature. Could actually sack the... As crazy as that sounds, if I lose 5, he's got no cards in hand. So I could sack an Infiltrator. Let's say he gets in with everything. I could block. He can't attack with this, so I could block Nettle Drone and block Flare Drone, and then I would just take 5. So that's the same as if I just lost 5. It's an interesting choice. Lose an Infiltrator. I still don't think he can crack in great here, especially since he's tapped out. I kind of want to keep my life total high. He doesn't have a great attack. I'm going to just sack an Infiltrator, I think. I think this is fine. We're still beating him down with the Dwar Isle Avenger. And like I said, he doesn't have great attacks here. So we sacked a Hedron and a Crawler and a Benthic Infiltrator for 5 mana. I don't know if I'm sold on Remorseless Punishment. I mean, it was decent there. I could have lost 5 life and probably been okay. He does not have a great attack here. Even sacking a Benthic Infiltrator, his attack is really not that good. Like, think about it. If he cracks in with everything, I kill Flare Drone. Like, he still can't really attack me. Now I have more defenders. He's in top deck mode. We're definitely ahead on the board. If I attack with Infiltrator, it doesn't change the clock, so we're just going to swing with the Avenger here. Guess I should have kept that in case he has some way to get Remorseless Punishment. I don't know if there's a way to do that, though. Concession. I'm not sure why he conceded. So we're playing against a hyper-aggressive deck. We definitely want Spark Mage's Gambit. We saw so many X1s. It's just definitely going to be good, I think. Dispel. We didn't see any... No, we saw Grasp of Darkness. Grasp of Darkness is definitely removal. Do we want the Crab? We might want the Crab. I liked our flyers there, but we might want the Crab. Maybe we ditch the Free Runner on the draw. I kind of like that, even though it surges. I think I want to ditch the Containment Membrane, too. All of his, like his Nettle Drone and his Flare Drones have abilities, whether they're on the board or not. So I'd rather just swap that for Gambit and then bring in a Crab, I think. And we're not going to swap the mana base for the double blue. We'll keep it 9/9. I think this card's legitimately good against him. Grasp can't even kill it. He has to like attack in and then grasp. So that still like saves us damage. This seems fine to me. I think we're going to do it like this. We'll keep this. I mean, it's like perfect mana. It's a little bit slow, but we'll do it anyway. Reaver Drone. All right. He's hyper aggro. Crab. So I guess we can play it on turn 3. All right. He's got the quick start he needs. Reality Hemorrhage off the top there would have been nice. Still get to go Crab into Negator. I'm hoping it's not too slow. It's a good curve, man. Can't really ask for a better curve than that, can you? All right, so go for the biggest protection. Oh, man. That just worked perfect for him, too. Pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Worked perfect for him. If I'd blocked either of the other ones, wouldn't have gone down like that. That's all right. Well, that was a good draw. We're going to go Sky Spawner. Negator makes better use of the mana, but Sky Spawner, I think, blocks better. Although, well, if I go Negator... If I go Negator, next turn I can go Sky Spawner, Boulder Salvo, but I can do Sweep Away Boulder Salvo too, which I guess is fine. I'd rather put more bodies on the board with all those attacks. Yeah, I think we're going to go multiple bodies. We're kind of in ultra defense mode. Our opponent has 2 cards left in hand. We just need all the blockers we can get. He can still attack with the commando, which is a problem, but... Wow, that's one of the most absurd hands I think I've ever seen. 1, 2, 3, removal, removal. Perfect removal all the way around. Pretty absurd. I'm extremely impressed with how well my opponent curved out this game. It, honest to God, could not have gone better for him. I don't think it could have. I can't think of a way in which my opponent curves out better. Spark Mage, give me some... No revenge for me? You don't have any revenge for me. None. All right. Infiltrator, Boulder Salvo, pass. I'm trying to think, why did my opponent bring in Spark Mage? Okay, it kills Hedron Crawler. I guess it gets by blockers. That makes sense. All right, opponent's just curved was way too absurd there. That was not a beatable hand in my opinion. I cannot imagine a scenario that I could possibly beat that hand. One of the most absurd curve outs I think I've ever seen. Very, very sick. Very sick. I really hope he doesn't get a hand like that again, because that does seem very, very, very difficult to beat. All right, so Dispel for what? Doesn't stop Spark Mage's Gambit. Stops Tar Snare. Stops Grasp of Darkness. Is that enough to justify the Dispel? Honest to God, do not know the answer to that. Sweep Away seems a bit slow, but still very useful. Containment Membrane back. I mean, certainly would have been good there. We're going to see Reality Hemorrhage one of these days, and then it's going to be good. I know it. Could cut an Avenger for a Membrane, but is that good? I don't know. Might be. No, I still don't really like Membrane that much in this match. Although, admittedly, Avenger's not great either in this match, just because kind of need to cheat it out. I think we probably still leave it. All right, I think we just try again. Just basically got to hope opponent doesn't have the nut like that. So we need a third land. These are kind of awkward. We might need a mulligan this, actually. I kind of want a hand that's got one of our removal spells in it. Although, we've got one of each color. If we get a third land, we can play Infiltrator, we can play Nettle Drone. Nettle Drone's not great in this match. Infiltrator's very good. Dwar Isle's a bit awkward. We're running 18 lands. We're running 2 Hedron Crawlers, which means we have 18 draws that are good. That's more than half. Okay. We have more than half of our deck that's a good draw here. We're going to keep. 18 out of 33 cards, so we have higher than a 50% chance of ripping a, let's see if he kept it on top. Not that it's super relevant, but he did find something that he wanted on top of his deck. But like I said, we have 18 draws here that are legitimately good, which is more than half of our deck, so I don't think that justifies a mulligan. All right, Cascade's fine. It's definitely the turn to draw it. All right, there's the Reality Hemorrhage. We're going to play the Infiltrator. I think if he attacks into it, I'll take it. Then I might just want to leave up Reality Hemorrhage. I'm going to take it. I don't love taking damage here, but I want to be able to Reality Hemorrhage in response if I have to. All right, not the draw I'm looking for, but that's okay. Definitely wanted to land there. All right. Well, that'll be good when we get a land. He has no colorless mana to use Shrieker, so I think we're just going to play Nettle Drone and pass. Make him use removal. All right. All right, it's pretty good. Just need a land and we're super back into this. Super back into this with any land. All right, so now we get to go Dark Dweller, kill Mage, I guess. Do you have to cast it right when you... See, I'm not sure exactly how this works. I have to read it. We haven't seen colorless mana out of our opponent, so I think we are going to kill the Mage, just in case he's got other allies in there. We're going to start swinging now. Now that we have the mana to cast everything, it seems worth it. So if I'd killed the Fire Mantle, if I'd killed the Shrieker, Would it have been better? I mean, it's a question. I don't know. I felt like I can't recall. Well, he did have allies in there. He's got. Oh no, that's not what you want to see. All right, taking 8 points of damage. 1 card left. I guess that we Stone Fury the dude and then get in. If you cast the rare, we'll have to... Alright, that's beatable. Land there was huge. So if I just attack with... I think we're going to play this safe. Just attack in here. Then we're going to go Invoker Avenger. This, like, plays around some stuff. All right, thank God. Wow. Opponent's deck was good, man. Real good. That game, too, was unreal. Like, we thrashed. When we played Black-Red Aggro, we thrashed a player. Match 1, game 1. But we did not thrash as hard as my opponent thrashed us there. Wow. 1-drop creature, 2-drop creature, 3-drop creature, 4-drop removal, 5-drop removal, turn 6 removal? Was it 3 creatures into 3 removal spells? I feel like that's what it was, but I'm not exactly sure. I feel like it was something similar to that. All right. We'll see you round 2.